it's Dad's birthday tomorrow and Father's Day the day after. And I hope it'll be a memorable couple of days. Back in the early 1970s, Mum and Dad owned an Austin Healey 3000 Mark II. A beautiful car, and a car that was used for weekends and trips away and special occasions. It wasn't the boring A to B mode of transport, but it was something special. Dad partially restored it back in the 70s, and photos of it from back in the day show that it was a beautiful car. Mum and Dad made a difficult decision to sell the car back in 1979, 36 years ago now, and the reason for doing so was because they decided to put a pool in the backyard of the family house, which was fabulous for the three kids. We were aged 3, 6 and 9 at the time. I was in the middle, and as a 6-year-old I had no idea of the concept of selling something that meant so much to you, and the sacrifice that is to let go of something for the greater good of the family. Now, that special thing happened to be a car, but I guess the concept of doing something unselfish for the benefit of a larger group, it means a lot to me now, and the significance is now with me. Now, Dad made the decision to sell the car to somebody a long way from where he lived at the time, and the reason for that was that he didn't want to regularly see the car driving by and remind him of what he used to have. Now, that idea potentially turned around to bite him in that the car absolutely disappeared off the face of the earth. Nobody saw it, nobody knew of its location. Seemingly it was never registered since being sold in 1979. It disappeared until 2 months ago when it turned up on eBay, and that triggered one of the New South Wales Austin Healey Owners Club members to identify that this was in fact the car that Dad owned back in the late 70s, and its last known address was the very same address that Dad currently lives in today. So word got out that Dad's car was around again, and it was up for sale. There were some frantic emails that went to and fro between various old mates of Dad and current Austin Healey Owners Club members about the fact that it was out there. Now, Dad had commented to some of his friends that it would be absolutely wonderful to see the car again, and that he hoped that somebody local bought it this time so that he could see it again and be reunited with it, at least to see how the old girl was travelling after all these years. I was talking to Dad about the fact that this was a once-in-a-lifetime thing for it to suddenly reappear after all of this time, and it was quite apparent that Dad still had a fondness for the old Healey. So without him knowing, I bought the car. Because it's a bit difficult to wrap, I thought we might just show you what it is.
Oh, with the 352.
It's the old car.
Oh,
It's your old car.
is it really?
Yep. The actual car. What's your head? But that's it.
Yay!
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
So yes,
man.
it still looks in fantastic condition.